In my time watching and creating content on this wonderful little app we call YouTube, I have seen some pretty pathetic things from bigger content creators. But I don't think I've ever seen something as pathetic as a grown-ass man driving 96 in a 35 residential zone and then posting it on YouTube. To the point where if you look up his name, Marques Brownlee, hopefully I said that right, the second search term that comes up is Marques Brownlee speeding. So Marques Brownlee posted a video called How My Video Gear is Changing, and this was basically just a 9-minute ad on some cameras or whatever, and he was taking it around some areas. But the main point of contention about this whole little controversy that he's been going through is that this absolute brainlet decided to not only actually do this and actually speed through a residential zone where it had signs with children are playing, basically nearly a school zone, but he also posted it to YouTube and then had the audacity to take it out of his video, and then he called it an unnecessary driving clip that obviously added nothing to the video, except his crime that he committed.
So I think the main thing that I've taken away from all of the fun that I've had with these little cameras,
you know, all the fun that he's had, driving 96 in a 35 zone. I honestly don't know how he wasn't caught, and he's literally just reported himself. He's self-reported himself to the police. If they find out where he is, this is literal video footage of him committing a crime. He can get fined. I don't know if jail time is a thing, but he can definitely get fined and maybe lose his license. He was driving a Lamborghini going 95 in a residential area. He is out of his mind, and not only that he had the audacity to do this in the first place, but post it and then remove it afterwards is the best part. And keep in mind as well, this guy isn't some small YouTuber. He has over 19 million subscribers on YouTube and 6 million followers on Twitter. This guy is known in the industry as a web video producer. This guy is known on YouTube, social media, everywhere. So for him to pull a stunt like this, it just really disappoints me because it shows that these bigger content creators can commit literal crimes and probably won't have any backlash outside of online criticism. The guy's gonna get shit on. I'm making a video on him. I guarantee thousands of other content creators are going to make a video on this guy and what he's done, because it needs to be called out. You as a content creator, no how big, no matter how small you are, cannot be committing literal crimes. You will not get past this, and he at minimum should be fined for this. At minimum should be fined for driving 96 in a 35 residential zone. I still can't believe that he had the audacity to do that in the first place. Even if it was for footage, for 19 million subscribers, you can't rent out an area, something. You can't rent out something to go that speed. You can't just drive at a normal speed to get the footage you need. You have to go 96 in a residential area? Really? And let's be honest here, thank God that everything went well, that no one was on the street walking while he was going 96, but let's look at this at worst case scenario. Let's pull out a what if. What if some kid was crossing the street? What if anyone was crossing the street and this guy just brutalized them with his Lamborghini? How fucked up of a news story would that be? Marques Brownlee fucking runs down family of 5 going 96 in a 35 residential zone, gets prison to life, man. That would be awful. Even doing shit, thank God nothing happened, but something could have happened. So people could have died in this scenario because of his reckless driving. Now, before we get into some comments on his YouTube video that were just absolutely roasting the shit out of him, I want to get into the tweet he posted actually talking about this controversy. Last video I did something pretty stupid. You might have already seen it, but maybe not, so I'll address it here. There was a clip with the action cam of me test driving a car and going way too fast. Absolutely inexcusable and dangerous. I've since cut it out of the video with YouTube's editor tool. I also understand this looks like covering it up, but I think it's the right thing to do. There's no reason to leave that clip in, there was no reason to include it in the first place, and I would never wanted to make it seem okay by leaving it in the video. I am well aware of the Streisand effect, and I know everything on the internet lives forever, but I think it's the best decision right now. All I can do is apologize and promise never to do anything close to that stupid again. That's a terrible example to set, and I'm sorry for it. This honestly just reeks of, I'm sorry I got caught. Literally, I really feel like if he never got caught and no one ever pointed this out or saw this, he would not be apologizing right now. He would not have removed it from the video. I guarantee he did not even notice it until people called him out of him speeding in that residential zone. He is sorry he got caught, that is all it is. He didn't even actually tell people what it was on Twitter. You've had to actually go to the YouTube video comments or even just luckily find it online, which even under his own tweet that he made, people posted the clips of him driving 96 and that residential zone, so thank God they actually still had the clip, but he never actually told people what it was unless you're going to the comments. And that's why I feel like calling Marques Brownlee pathetic is 100% justified. You cannot speed over 3 times the limit in a school zone, residential zone, and expect not to get shit on, and then when you try to hide it, and then you apologize for getting caught, it just doesn't look good. In no way can you salvage this. Your career could almost be over. I don't think he'll lose his whole career over this, but I have no doubt he'll lose revenue, he'll lose subscribers, he'll lose future views, and he'll get shit on till the end of time, because again, this is a crime. He could have killed someone if he was more reckless than he was already acting. And the comments are also shitting on this man. My favorite one you can see at the top right. I'm a big fan of people dumb enough to commit felonies on camera who then post it for their almost 20 million subscribers. 10 out of 10 content, keep up the great work. The one thing I'm thankful for is that no one got hurt. Not Marques, not anyone on the pedestrian side or in a car. I'm very surprised there was no one else on that street in the 35 residential zone when he was driving. I'm gonna be real honest here, like, no buses, no anything, right? I don't know if he just got it on a lucky time of day or if he scoped it out beforehand, but extremely reckless behavior, and it's just disappointment as well, coming from like everyone that I've seen on YouTube covering this so far. They're not exactly like, you know, like fucking raging against him like some people might be, but they're just disappointed because we expect better from content creators with almost 20 million subscribers. The dude has almost over half the subscribers of fucking Canada, of the population of Canada, and he still does not understand that, look, you cannot be doing this shit in general. Not only should you not be posting it to your 20 million subscribers, but you should have the understand that your name is a brand now. You are known in the industry and on YouTube, that you should not be pulling this shit in general, no matter how famous or rich you think you are.